the last two videos, we discussed the first and second type of degrees of comparison. In those examples, we learned that there are two subjects. Of course, we named them first noun and second noun. To make comparison between two things, we mentioned like that. In the first type and the second type also, we have two subjects and they interchange their places from one place to another place while they are changing from comparative to positive degree and positive to comparative degree. But in the third type of degrees of comparison, we need not to interchange the names because there is only one subject is mentioned in the sentence. It is not to make comparison. It is saying about the best of things in the superlative degree. Observe these sentences. The first one, Geeta is the youngest girl in the class. It is in superlative degree. Here we are mentioning the subject and verb. The article the is used in superlative degree. Before the superlative degree of an adjective, you must use article the. This is the superlative degree of adjective youngest. Before that, we should mention article the youngest. And then the remaining thing, Geeta is a girl. We should mention that common noun for this subject. And then we have to use a relevant phrase at the end of the sentence. Including this common noun, the complete phrase is repeated while changing to comparative degree and positive degree at one place. If you observe the examples very clearly, you can understand it. So when we change the sentence from superlative degree to comparative degree, what changes we get here? Let us discuss. We should write the subject first and then the verb, the comparative form of adjective. The youngest is the superlative form of adjective. For that, younger is comparative form of adjective. So for every comparative form of adjective, after that you should mention than. Next, any other should be mentioned while changing the comparative degree. And then including the common noun, the remaining phrase should be written at the end of the sentence. When we change Geeta is the youngest girl in the class to comparative degree, it becomes Geeta is younger than any other girl in the class. In the superlative degree, Geeta is said to be the youngest girl in the class. There is no comparison at all. She is the youngest girl. But in the comparative degree, Geeta is compared to any other girl in the class. There are a number of girls in the class. She is compared to any other girl. So this one is single girl and this one is single girl. This girl is compared to this girl and another girl and another girl and another girl, like that. Whenever we compare to any other girl to Geeta, Geeta is the youngest one. That's why here in this sentence, comparison is made between Geeta and some other girl. Like that, it can be changed into positive degree also. To change it into positive degree, we must start the sentence with no other. After using no other, we have to use the common noun including the phrase at the end of the sentence in superlative degree. The entire phrase should be written in this place. No other girl in the class. Then verb is used. Verb should be written. Verb. And then, as we discussed in the previous videos, we should use so, and then a positive form of adjective should be written, as should be written, and then the subject comes to last. You should remember three things in changing superlative degree to other degrees. Superlative degree must be preceded by article the to the superlative degree of adjective. Like that, the comparative form of adjective must be followed by than, and like that the positive form of adjective should be written between so and as. Then let us see some examples. The Nile is the longest river in the world. Here the subject is Nile. The verb is the longest river. It is in the superlative form of adjective. And river is a common noun, and including that there is a phrase, river in the verb. So you have to take the entire phrase in this place in every sentence. Let us see how to change this sentence into comparative degree. So write the subject as it is in the superlative degree. The Nile, verb is, and comparative form of adjective, for the word longest is longer, and than should follow the comparative form of adjective. Then any other. You have to write the entire phrase with the common noun at the end of the sentence. The Nile is longer than any other river in the world. And let us see how to change this sentence into positive degree. You should start the sentence with no other, and then you should add the entire phrase which is mentioned in the superlative degree in this place. No other river in the world. You should write verb is, and here so positive form of adjective for the longest is long. Yes, the subject is the Nile. Let us discuss another example. This sentence is in comparative degree. Here subject signs, verb is, comparative form of adjective, more difficulty is there. After that than follows, any other, and then the common noun is given. Science is the proper noun and subject is the common noun. And what should we do to change it into superlative degree? First of all, we should write subject. Science, a verb is, and article the should be used, and then superlative degree of adjective. That is, for more difficult, the superlative form of adjective is most difficult. After that, you should write the subject. And let us see how to change it into positive degree. To change a comparative degree into positive degree in this type, you have to start it with no other. The subject is the last part of the sentence here. Subject, no other subject, then verb is, so, and positive form of adjective for more difficult is difficult, and then as, then subject mentioned at the end of the sentence. No other subject is so difficult as science. Let us see another example. No other flower is so lovely as the rose. That is in positive degree. To change this sentence into superlative degree, what should we write? The subject is the rose. We should write that subject first. The rose. Then verb should be mentioned is. Article the should be used, and superlative form of adjective should be mentioned here. This is lovely, lovely, lovelier, loveliest. So, loveliest. The rose is the loveliest, and what is the common noun here? Flower. We should write that flower. To change it into comparative degree, the subject should be written first, the rose, and verb is. Comparative form of adjective for lovely is lovelier, and than should be written after comparative degree. And any other, what is the common noun? Flower. The rose is lovelier than any other flower. This is the way of changing type 3 sentences in degrees of comparison from one degree to another degree. We will discuss the fourth type of degrees of comparison in the next video. Thanks for watching.